Hello everyone, happy festive season. Let us make this Diwali card from the kit that I have. So in this kit we have this envelope of with this two nice stamps, and this is stamped design. It's around 12 centimeter by 15 centimeter. And then we have these watercolor papers. Now these are really high quality watercolor papers. This is like the base of the card, and this is the panel which will go on the card. So there are many other things in it, like we have these extra strips. I'll shortly tell you why it is there in the kit. And we have these cute die cuts. There's this strip which says a stamp of Happy Diwali, and there's this again small die cut of Diya. And there are these flower garland die cut, and there are these extra flowers also. So it will be used to stick on this for a 3D look. There are these two hangings. Again, these are paper die cuts out of the same high quality paper, the watercolor paper. The reason why this has made all these die cuts are made on this watercolor paper is you can either paint it with simple watercolors, or sketch pens, or any other medium will work on this. Alright, so let's get started. First I'm taking a red watercolor, simple poster color, and a flat brush. I sprayed my panel with, if you can see, I'll just show you, this panel has this rough texture. Can you see here? Yes, that is so that it can soak in the water easily and it will not tear. So yes, I'm spraying some water all over to make my watercoloring easy. When you spray the water, it will just bend a little. That's fine. Take the watercolor and randomly just paint it, or just add strokes of color. I'm not doing it even all over. I want it to look a bit water based, a bit tinted here and there. So once it is dry, it will look something like this. So our panel for the card is ready. Next we are going to get this garland ready. So for this I'm taking a set of sketch pens. You can take any sketch pens, any company. I've chosen two colors here, a light green one and a dark green one. So initially what I'll do is, on the upper part only, I will paint it with light green. And if you see that there are these from where the hanging starts, I will give it a dark green shade, and then I'll paint the flowers yellow. So next what I'll do is, I have taken a two-way tape. I have this broad one. There are small ones also which are available in the market. I've just chopped off small pieces of the two-way tape this size, and I'm adding it behind the these flowers, the loose flowers, and then carefully coinciding with the garland, I will add it on the flower which is there on the base. Do this very slowly, very carefully. As it is small, this might take time at first. Yeah, so this is going to give a nice 3D look. It will be like the flowers are just popping out. I'll just add this to all and then I'll just show you. Alright, so this is how it is going to look. You can see the raised flowers here. So we're gonna stick it like this later. Next step is where I'll take that small strip which is given, and I'm gonna just stick this glitter over here. So I'll take white glue and cover the whole strip very nicely, and then I'll just remove some glitter in the lid of the bottle itself. Just carefully by tapping it, I'll start adding it all over. Make sure that the Fevicol is covering all the glue is covering all this part of the paper, so that the glitter sticks everywhere. Now it's not necessary that you have to add glitter. You can simply color it with a simple sketch pen, even that's fine. So once I've added all the glitter to it, I'll just pick it up. Because of the glue, it is bent a little. It will take time. It will just let it dry it up by itself. You can use a air dryer to dry it. I'll just gather all the remaining glitter and put it back in the bottle. Next, you have seen that I have colored those hanging with orange and purple, and I'm giving slight borders to this sentiment also. I've added two-way tape to this, and the other elements also I have nicely glued it down on the card. So yes, that's it. I guess my card is good enough. I thought of adding a diya, another diya in this plain area, but then it was looking too crowdy, so I thought then I should just leave it as it is. This part is my favorite. I always like to add black in all my projects somewhere or the other. Trust me, adding a bit of black here and there looks really, it changes the look of the project. So what I did is I just took a fat marker and I outlined the card everywhere. Not only that, you'll see that I have taken a very small thin marker and given outlines to the elements also which are there, to the garland, to the hanging. Now when you do this, it will just give a little shadow kind of effect behind, and it will pop out of the base. It will just separate out from the base a bit, and yes, it will just add a bit of drama to the art. So I glued this panel down on my card base, and then I took a hard brush and just a bit of poster color, and I just dry painted, almost dry painted this. I have not taken water at all. I just colored the edges this way from inside out, and then just added a bit of strokes, very light strokes here, so that as to give a border. I wanted to de-stress it a bit as it is looking too white. You can, if you want a neat look, you can just leave it like that. So that's how it's gonna look. You can even paint inside or simply write any sentiment inside. The next is the envelope. I repeated the same glitter thing with the other two strips that had come with this. I just added a different shade of green and placed it down. Also note that I have gave black borders to it. I painted the diya orange and yellow. Now I was a bit confused whether to stick here. Actually, I wanted to leave that space for writing the name. So I guess when I'll post it, I'll stick this here. Yes, so that's our card. And so if you got inspired, do make something like that. You do not need the card. You can use these techniques by just drawing and cutting things on your own. And if you want to have this kit, you can buy this with me. So yeah, is it. Hope you all got inspired. Do share pictures if you make something similar. Thank you very much.